for dinner, we're gonna make some crock pot ranch pork chops. This is one of Jared's favorite meals. So I've got my crock pot on low. I've just put the pork chops in there. I've just got 4 pretty good sized pork chops. And all I'm gonna do is add a can of cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, and some homemade ranch dressing mix. This is from How Jen Does It, her recipe, so I'll put that below. Alright, so I used what was left of the ranch stuff. There was about 2.5 tablespoons worth. So I'll just mix it all together and put the lid on, and then as it warms up a bit, I'll come back and mix it some more to get it all mixed in there real good. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I'll let it cook all down low. Okay, now it's almost dinner time, and we like to just shred up the pork. You don't have to. It's been cooking on low for probably 5.5 hours. I actually turned it on to high about 30 minutes ago, just because I like it to be really tender, and it just wasn't tender enough. So, but now it is. So I've got the mashed potatoes done. The asparagus is in the oven, and we're gonna serve this over the potatoes. And it's really juicy, so the juice, that's why it goes good with the potatoes. But that's all there is to it. All right, there's dinner. The mashed potatoes with the pork over it, and our oven roasted asparagus. One of Jared's favorite dinners. Alright, here's what's for dinner tonight. It's a wondrous feast of leftovers. Jared and JoJo are getting the mashed potatoes and pork from last night. And I'm eating the last enchilada from last week. So we didn't waste any, which was awesome. And the little bit of nasty looking asparagus that we had left over from last night. And I cut up so the rest of our strawberries and mango that we had in the fridge. And then I made a salad. The lettuce is from our garden. We started a new garden and we have lots of lettuce. So I finally got to make a salad out of it. And then just some cucumbers and carrots and pickles in there. It's pretty much all the veggies we have. And some cheese. And there's JoJo's plate. So yeah, eating leftovers. For dinner tonight, it's Meatless Monday. We are finally having the veggie fried rice that I've had on the menu for a couple weeks. And I have a recipe video for that. If you haven't seen it, I'll put that below. We're also having some of the frozen egg rolls that I got at Costco to go along with it. And just some strawberries and pineapple. And then I set some for Jordy to the side before I added the soy sauce and everything. So she gets to eat some with us. But that's what's for dinner. Tonight for dinner we are having some Southwest wraps. The original recipe, they're called Southwest chicken wraps. But I like to make them meatless. So I pretty much do everything except for I add an extra can of beans. So right here I have about 1.5 cups of some white rice that I just cooked. And to that I'm going to add a 1/2 tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. And then to the rice I'm going to add a can of black beans and a can of pinto beans that I rinsed and drained. Also, a 1/2 green bell pepper that I chopped up, and about 1/4 cup of chopped fresh cilantro, and the juice from 1 lime. So I'm just going to mix this all together. You could also add an onion or some green onions if you like onions, but I don't like them unless they're cooked. Okay, so now I'm ready to assemble the tortillas. I've got some burrito size whole wheat tortillas here. They're just some mission ones. I've got a bag of shredded cheese, so I'm just going to put some cheese down the middle. There's a little bit of chopping up for this recipe, but it's pretty easy. And we've had it a couple times. Jared liked it. So we're also going to add some of the rice mixture. And I'm going to go ahead, you don't have to put the sour cream on now. You can just wait and use it later, but I'm going to put a little bit of sour cream in there. And then I'm going to sprinkle a few chopped tomatoes in there. That's one of the additions. I don't think that they do that in the recipe. And then I'm going to roll it up like a burrito. Okay, so I got 3 wraps that I made for us to eat tonight. And the leftover stuff I'm just going to put in a container and eat it for lunch or dinner tomorrow. And I'm going to spray the seam side of these with a little bit of oil. And I've got a pan over there on medium heat. So I'm going to place them seam side down first to cook. And then let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And the cheese in there will get nice and melty and it'll be all warm. And that's all there is to it. We're gonna have some steamed broccoli with it. I know that doesn't really go with this dish, but it's what the kiddos like. And we needed some more veggies. And there they are. Didn't take too long at all. They are tasty, and you can definitely add anything that you want to it. They're versatile. Is that the right word? So we're just having it with some steamed broccoli. And I made some guacamole. We got extra sour cream. We got salsa. And Jordy gets some of the broccoli and the beans over there. Looks very appetizing, doesn't it? Anyways, that is what is for dinner. I'll put the recipe below. Let me know if you try it out. For dinner on Wednesday night, we are having tater tot casserole. I have a recipe video for this. It is not healthy, but it is delicious.
You had anything?
So we got a nice big salad to go along with it, with lettuce from our garden.
Anything that's not healthy is delicious.
Okay.